Hope y'all have had a good weekend, a good last couple of days, whatever you want to call it. Got a little scratchy throat. Please ignore it. It's allergies. I have not taken Zyrtec in forever, and I should have taken one today. Ice maker is going to be loud. Side note, for those who have been asking, that is an Apple sticker. That is not a bread maker. It's an Apple sticker on a Cabela ice maker because my child likes to take stickers and just shove them on everything. So we've got an Apple sticker there. We have Bernie Sanders over the little alcohol thingy over here where we have a couple bottles with his mask on looking like this over that, and Kim Kardashian crying. So there's just random stickers all over my apartment from my daughter. So that's that. This is not an Apple product, just so everybody's fully aware. You guys can hear me, I'm assuming. Nobody has said that you can't hear me, so I'm gonna assume you can. Oh, the throat scratch is gonna be annoying. So first off, look, my hair is straight. I decided to wash and dry it today, and I feel like it's only been a month since I cut it, but I swear it's like ridiculously longer already. You guys can hear me, right? Say yes. Somebody say yes. I don't care who. Just one person tell me you can hear me. Hi, Kimmy D. Okay, thank you for Sandra for getting in there. So anyway, I washed and dried my hair today, and then I walked outside and the humidity hit me, and I was like, this is a horrible idea. It started sticking to my neck, and I have foundation on today, so then it starts sticking to my face, and I was like, see, this is why I just let it dry on its own and let it be all whatever, because then if I mess with it, it doesn't look stupid. But I'm liking it today. I can't get the pieces to all flip the same direction because of the length. Now it like sits on my shoulders and flips all weird, but I like it, so that's what matters. Y'all, look. This is way, way, way earlier than normal, but only because I've already got this fixed. So, hi, Janini. My mother-in-law is in here. How you doing? Love you. The man, Kevin, and Tiano were here earlier, but they went to the clubhouse. I was like, I would like to 2.0 solo today. Thank you so much. I want to do my live stream, just us. Let them go have fun at the clubhouse, hanging at the pool, do whatever. So them and the kid went over there, but first they fixed a drink and we had to do a cheers. So I've already got my thing here. But what I would like to say, for those of you who have been here before, y'all know this is Mimosa Monday. We're going to do a little cheers. For those of you who it might be your first time, and listen, me doing this whole thing is going to annoy the crap out of y'all throughout this whole live stream. Hate it for you. I don't know what to tell you. It's going to happen because my throat is scratchy. But anyway, for those of you it's your first time, here's what we do. Whatever you have to drink, whether it's water, coffee, adult beverage, whatever, it doesn't really matter. Just no empty cups. That's bad luck. Here's what we do. We're going to hold it up. Okay. Whatever you have, you'll learn to go ahead and have it ready before we start, because you just never know when we're doing this part. But I just want to say thank you. Like, good Lord, come on now. Immensely. I want to say thank you immensely to everybody who watched my last video where I had just a small, itty bitty, tiny, weeny, like whatever emotional meltdown. And I appreciate all of you for being there for me, for being there for each other. There was a lot in the comments. Listen, if you didn't see the last video, make the chili, right? We're going to talk about that today. Make the chili. A lot of comments came through. There's like 1,000 comments on that video. And when I tell you, I go through the comments and I immediately start crying again because so many people were touched by make the chili. Just 3 words, right? Because they've been in that situation. They understand where I was coming from. They understand the emotional just meltdown from it. It was nice that other people had a place to go to have their moment as well. I know a lot of people cried, whether it was with me, whether it was for themselves, whether it was for people in the comments. I love y'all immensely. This community is like one of the best things that's ever happened to me. So I want to thank you for that. And I would like to say that for this coming week, let us all remember, make the chili. All right. No matter what it is, make the chili every single day. Just take a step back and remember what is important, what matters the most at the end of the day, and make the chili. So here's to the coming week. I love y'all immensely, and I hope it's an amazing one. Cheers. Look, Sarah just said, thank you for being a friend. And now we have Golden Girls playing through my head. So thank you, Sarah, for that. I want to tell you, so here's what happened. Somebody asked me on that video if my daughter watches SquirrelTribe 2.0. She said, I think it was a she who left the comment, said, does your daughter watch this channel? And so, no, generally speaking, she doesn't watch the video. She'll be in the video. She's been in live streams, but she doesn't really watch anything. So I thought, So the man and the kid and I, the husband and the daughter and I, were going to go to Starbucks. And on the way to Starbucks, he goes, man, I'm hungry. Let's go get some tacos. And I happened to be wearing my Got Taco shirt from this new place that's here in Destin called Dat Burrito Place. Absolutely love it. I was wearing their shirt when he said, let's go get tacos. And I was like, it's kismet. We got to go, right? So we go in and he decides to go wash his hands. So the kid and I sit down and we're sitting there and she's over on this side of me and I'm here. And out of nowhere, and she could be watching this now. I have no idea if the kid's watching this now. I don't even know. Out of nowhere, she just reaches an arm around me and gives me like a back hug, like just hugs me. And just sitting there hugging me. And I was like, I love you. What is this for? She goes, I watched your video. I said, which one? And then she's like, really? And I was like, why did you watch it? She goes, well, I was scrolling on YouTube and I saw your thumbnail and then I saw the warning, it gets emotional. She's like, so I was curious what got emotional. And I was like, did you cry? She's like, hello, yes, I'm not a monster. Of course I cried. And I was like, well, I didn't want you to see it. You know, I didn't expect you to see it, but I was having whatever. And she goes, she said, how did she phrase it? How did she phrase it? Something along the lines of, not with the word chili, but, oh, come on now, brain. How did she phrase it? Y'all, I don't remember how she phrased it, but it was basically saying it's okay. Like, she's not upset with me for the times where I have forgotten to make the chili, where I have slacked at making chili. She basically made me feel like still the greatest mom ever. So that was just nice. I didn't expect her to watch it, number one, because I didn't talk to her about it. I wasn't going to be like, hey, so mom had an emotional breakdown on YouTube today. Fun times. But she did watch it. She came up to me and hugged me and talked to me about it. And it was great. I mean, it was cathartic, I think is the right word. It was lovely. There have been a lot more hugs and everywhere we've gone lately, there's hand holding. She holds my hand no matter what. She's almost 15 and still is going to hold my hand walking around, you know, the shopping center, through Publix, through whatever, sit on the couch, holds my hand on the couch. It's been really nice. But yesterday, out of nowhere, Kevin was like, hey, you want to go to Gulf Shores, kind of where it all started? And I was like, okay, because Gulf Shores is where he and I went for our anniversary, and we're fighting on this part, whether it was in 2020 or 2019. We don't remember what year it was. Side note, I have a video to put up on members stuff, just like a little 2-minute thing of there. I got to remember to put up so you guys can see it. But he was like, you want to go to Gulf Shores? And so I asked the kid, I'm like, do you want to go? It's like a 2.5 hour drive. We'll just have some food, watch live music, and then come back. You know, it's like a 5-hour drive to hang out for 2 or 3 hours, because there's this band called 1211. I put them up on Instagram. If you guys follow me on Instagram, we saw them here. The man and I saw them here at a place called the Harbor Tavern one time, maybe like a year ago. And the lead singer plays saxophone. Oh, man. That's one of those fan yourself kind of moments. Oh no, the saxophones were sexy as hell. Like the guy isn't, he's young. He's like, you know, whatever. But just the sound of the saxophone, oh, I was done. I loved it so much. And so Kevin realized they were playing at a place called The Hangout in Gulf Shores, which is where he and I went for our anniversary, however many years ago, that started the conversation of, hey, do you want to live at the beach? Right? So we decided we were going to go. So we took the 2.5 hour drive there. It was packed. Oh my gosh, was it packed. We went in September when our anniversary is, when we went, and there was like nobody. Everything closed early. There was nothing going on. Well, this time we drove through Navarre, Pensacola, Perdido Key, Orange Beach, into Gulf Shores. And I'm like, if we ever leave Destin, I'm going that way. Orange Beach, Gulf Shores area, phenomenal. Oh my gosh, so pretty, so much to do, tons of stuff. And the beach there is just as gorgeous as here, right? The water here is prettier, but the beach itself is still like the nice sand. But we get there, and just driving through was fun because the kid had never been. I hadn't seen Orange Beach before, and they've done a lot in Gulf Shores since we were there. There was like a lot of new stuff we hadn't seen before. So, and there's tons of people. So we're driving through, we finally find somewhere to park. We go to the Hangout, which is when Kevin and I went, y'all, the difference. When Kevin and I went, we literally had the entire place to ourselves. We were the only people in the restaurant. We sat at the bar. It was like 7:30 or 8 o'clock when he and I went years ago, and it was in September. So they were like, yeah, we close kind of whenever. It's not busy. We'll normally close at 10. We'll probably close when you guys are done. And it was just us there. This time, there were probably 300 people inside the place, another 200 people waiting. But because we said we would take inside or outside, we didn't really care where we sat. we got seated like almost immediately because they put us in the furnace of hell. Basically, they gave us outside because we said we didn't care. And I guess they had all these outside tables in the sun, a little bit of breeze, not a lot. It was a little warm. But we had good food. The service was amazing. Then we walked around and listened to the music. We went to the beach first for a minute, saw a wedding. Oh my gosh, so pretty. Came back in and went and watched the music. 12:11 were playing. So that was amazing. And then we went over to Surf Style, which is a store, and shopped around. And then we left and went to Ron John and shopped around. Excuse me, sorry guys. And then we came back. And then once we got home, we watched some Supernatural and hung out, and it was fun. But it was something different to do, which was lovely. I'm pausing for a second. I see somebody say, Kay asked, has anyone seen Traveling Through recently? So Traveling Through, she's a viewer on the channel, is in, is it Scotland or is it England? It's something Lind. I don't know what the back end is, but she's a 6-hour difference in us. So the 5 o'clock live stream, sometimes a little too late, and she's already knocked out by 11 p.m. So that's probably why we haven't seen her in a while. Just FYI. I notice when names are missing too. It's not just you, Kay. I notice if I haven't seen somebody in a while and I'm like, but where are you? Like when Marvin's missing. Sarah's never missing. Thank you, Sarah, for always being here. Kay, you've gone missing once before. Carlery, you've gone missing once before. And then Games and Roses, have not seen Games and Roses in forever. Hopefully he's okay. You know, he's had a lot going on in his life with loss of a child in his life. So hopefully he's okay. And then I had brain fart. Come on. There was somebody else I was just thinking of. Oh, Kim Lindsay. I see her every once in a while, but I saw her. She was here last time, so that's good. But every once in a while, I notice if a name is missing. So I do pay attention, y'all. Again, we're family, so I noticed, just FYI, there's a lot more people now than there were in the beginning of 2.0, so there's a lot more names to try to remember, but I do notice when somebody is missing. Hold on. Okay, so we went shopping, because here's the thing. Catitude, I know you're always here, Catitude, I love you. You're the first one to go, happy Monday, happy Tuesday, happy Saturday number 2, like how many videos I put up, which I love. So my thing when we go places is I'm a souvenir girl. I love souvenirs, but I love t-shirts and sweatshirts and coffee mugs. We've talked about this before. So when we went yesterday to hang out, I have a sweatshirt from there from the first time we went. So yesterday I got a t-shirt, and I got a t-shirt like something I would never ever get. So this is their bag, but you can see the thing, it says be nice or go home is their logo. Be nice or go home. Meaning if you're there and you're an ass, they're gonna kick you out. And if you're not gonna be in a good mood, just leave. Oh, my kid bought a bracelet, but I guess she already took it out of the bag because it's not in here anymore. But I decided yesterday to get a t-shirt, and it's not even a kind I would normally wear. And it's gonna be a little fitted, which I don't really love anymore. The older I get, the more I'm like, ugh, restrictive, don't want it, get it off me. But I loved the color combo. So I got this shirt. Tell me that's not the prettiest green you've ever seen. I love how friggin' bright that is. And it's a tie-dye shirt, right? So that's the back of it. I like shirts that have the logos and things on the back because then it helps hide that little back fat rollover of bras. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about, how no matter what bra you put on, there's always that little bit of rollover either over or under. When you have a design on the back of the shirt, it helps hide it immensely. So I'm a big fan. That's why all my shirts have stuff on the back because it's a back fat cover up. That's what I call it. So I got this one, the Hangout Gulf Shores. I really like this one. It's got a little stretch to it, but the green color is phenomenal. Made me think of my logo, but it's like more prettier than mine. So I got this one for me, and the shirt was like $30. And Kevin's like, why are t-shirts so expensive? And I was like, I have nothing for you, but I'm gonna get it anyway because I like t-shirts. So then we went to Ron John. My mother, I love her. We'll get back to her in a second too. My mother told the kid, her granddaughter, that at the end of the school year, she would give her money for all the A's on her credit card. Come on now, on her report card. And so it gave her incentive to do a better job in school. $400 worth of better job. Because my mom was like, I'll give you $100 for every A you get. Because I was telling her throughout the year, I was like, she's doing pretty well. She's got like B's, a couple A's, mostly B's, a couple A's. And I think my mom thought that at the end, maybe she'd have to, fork over $200. No, $400 to my child for getting all the A's. And I'm like, listen, if you got to bribe them to make them do homework, it's fine, whatever. So she gets money. And the first thing she wants to do is spend it because she's like her mother, burns a hole in her pocket. When I was her age, I did not know how to hold on to money to save my friggin' life. So she's got $400 to play with. The first thing she does is get on Etsy, which I'm okay with Etsy because I'm like, hey, support small businesses, right? So she gets on Etsy and she orders some stuff from Supernatural, which is her favorite TV show in the history of TV shows. She is obsessed with Sam Winchester. And I'm like, ma'am, you picked the wrong one. Dean's the hottie. It's Dean Winchester all friggin' day long. Sam, he's cute, but meh, Dean all day. So that makes it easy. We don't have to fight over either of the boys, right? And Kevin, he's fine. He understands. It's a love affair. It's fine. So she orders some Sam Winchester stuff. And I don't know if she's watching. If she's watching, I'm going to give away the surprise, and then I'll know when she gets back if she's watching or not, because she'll hug me, I'm sure. But I ordered her a ton of Supernatural stickers because, whatever. But the first thing she wanted to do was spend money on Etsy for these Supernatural things that she had seen. Then Kevin is like the best dad in the history of dads. And I talked about this on my Make the Chili video, the emotional basket case one, where she doesn't realize how lucky she is to have a dad as great as he is. And I don't think he understands how great he is as a dad because he doesn't have anything to base it off of. Technically, neither do I. I just know that he's amazing. So she wanted to make this box. I don't know what she's going to do with it, but she wanted to do this like wooden box. She wanted to stain it. She wanted to paint it. She wanted to do all this stuff to it. And he drove her around to Hobby Lobby, to Home Depot, to everywhere. And she's got her box. We've sanded it and stained it, and she's going to draw on it. And so he drove her all around. He could have come home and done YouTube stuff or chilled or something else, but he willingly chauffeured her all over the place so that she could get the stuff she wanted to do this project that she wanted to do, which in my opinion makes him amazing. So anyway, so that's some of the money that she wanted to spend went towards the Winchesters, basically. Well, yesterday we go to Ron Jon. There's a Ron Jon in Orange Beach. I have a thing with Ron Jon. Every time I go somewhere that has a Ron Jon store, I go into it. I don't know why. I don't surf. If I tried to surf, I would drown and die like immediately because I have no friggin' clue how to surf at all. Yet Ron Jon Surf Shop, I like to walk around like I know what I'm doing. I want to wear their surf gear. I wear Roxy and, whatever else, Billabong and all these things because I pretend I'm some surfer chick. Live at the beach. Fake it till you make it, right? So we go to Ron Jon in Orange Beach. And the very first thing my kid sees and decides she has to spend all her money on. And I was like, really? You're going to be that person right now? A pink Stanley. I was like, kid, you have a gray one. The Stanley craze is over. Nobody gives two shits about a Stanley Cup anymore. They don't mean anything. She's like, I know, but it's baby pink and I love it so much. And then, because she's smart, she goes, you could use it too. We could share it. And I was like, girl, that's a $40 cup. She goes, not if we share it. It's $20 each. And I was like, little baby hustler. Fine, I'll chip in 20. So for $20, I got a Stanley Cup. And for $20, she got a Stanley Cup. It takes the sting out of the fact it's a $40 fucking cup, right? Like, this is stupid for how much it costs. But she uses them all the time. The one she has, she fills it with water and she chugs water out of it. Makes her feel special. And if it'll get her to drink her water, here, have a Stanley Cup. So that's what she decided she wanted as her souvenir from Ron Jon. Makes perfect sense. I, though, was on a tie-dye kick, I guess, because I got another tie-dye shirt. But it's like super thin, but it's just a basic tie-dye shirt with their, hey, my mom's here. Hi, Ma. With their logo on the back. Nothing fancy, but I like the colors. And I'm hoping, with wavy hair, it'll help me fake it till I make it as a surfer chick, whatever. So that's the other one I got. I got 2 shirts yesterday to commemorate our outing to Gulf Shores. And I also got 2 things that I clearly did not need. They gave me a sticker. Yes, Orange Beach sticker, Alabama. Oh, they gave me 2. One for me, one for the kid. We have the Pensacola one. I've got one from Clearwater. I've got one from Orlando. Where else do I have one? No, I don't remember. I have one from somewhere else, but now we have Alabama ones. Are there 3? There's 3. I think they were all stuck together. He didn't know. But in the Jeep, you have the drink holders, and I hate how the bottom gets all like wet and gross. I don't really think this is going to stop it. This is super gimmicky, yet I fell for it for $2.50 each. I got the little coaster holder thing, like they go in your drink holder, right? So I got a turtle one, Ron Jon. Look, this is hilarious. So I see this one, Do y'all see this with the tree and the birds and the waves and the chair? Can y'all see that? Can y'all see my tattoo? With the trees and the birds and the waves and the chair and the Destin coordinates underneath it that I got before I ever knew we were moving to the beach. And this is literally the exact same friggin' tattoo I have right there. Are you kidding me right now? So of course I had to buy it, $2.50. So that's that. So these will be going into the Jeep later. I saw it and I was like, no way, no way. It's the exact same tattoo I have. Just, I'm the one who told my tattoo artist what I wanted and she drew it. And I had never seen this little thing before. And yet they are the exact same. Had to have it. It was a sign, right? It was a sign. So now I have that. Let's see. How you guys doing over here? Whew, breathe. Amy says, Supernatural is my favorite show. My cat's name is Castiel. I like Castiel. My kid quotes him all the time. Right now there is a quote on our board that says, hey, ass butt, which is what Castiel called somebody when he was trying to be, like a hard ass. He called him an ass butt. So that's on the fridge over here. What else we have going? Your haircut is so becoming on you. Thank you so much. So much. I don't know how to dry it because it's gotten so much longer. It doesn't do like the little flippy flip like it does when it's wavy. But I'm going to go in and have the lady wash and dry it for me one day because she does a better job. It's like more sleeker that way. And I might have her trim up just a little bit already because I'm like, man, I like it, but I liked it when it's just like a little bit shorter. So I dried it this morning, and when I left the apartment I had to go to Publix, right? Oh God, Publix. Let me tell you what happened to Publix. So anyway, I dried my hair and I go to Publix and I get in the Jeep and I send the man a text. I'm like, does it look better straight or wavy? And he replied, both, because he's smart, number one. Then later on, he sends me a screenshot from YouTube where I showed up on his screen somewhere from the video I put up on SquirrelTribe earlier today. He sends me a screenshot and he goes, yep, it looks good that way too. He liked whatever he saw. So that made me feel good. So that was lovely. So anyway, Publix, y'all, listen. I went to Publix because I'm making spaghetti later. Tiano he's going to stay for dinner. I was like, hey, listen, let me feed you. You don't ever get a home cooked meal. He's a 28-year-old man living by himself, bachelor, right? He doesn't get home cooked stuff. So I was like, come to dinner. I'll feed you. I went and got garlic bread and I needed, why does it say reconnecting? Did that glitch for you guys? I don't know what just happened, but it glitched for me over here. I think we're good. Either way, so I'm in Publix. And I send the kid a text and I was like, hey, we're having spaghetti tonight. And she was like, ew, which I expected. So I was like, do you want some popcorn chicken? She loves Publix popcorn chicken. And I was like, fine, it's not the best, right? But I was like, fine, I'll get you some popcorn chicken. And then I send her a text, I'm like, hey, they don't have any. She's like, well, why would you ask me? Now I want popcorn chicken. And I was like, well, how about fried chicken? She goes, okay, I'll take fried chicken. So y'all, there's a ton of people at this Publix because it is in Destin, and it is a touristy Publix, right? So there's 500 people in this Publix. And I pick up the chicken, okay? You can see this one back here. Look, this is what the chicken is. Look, this is the chicken package. I need you to see really quickly. That's the bottom of the chicken. Okay, y'all can pretty much already figure out where this is going. So I go pick one up like this, and I'm carrying it around the store because I have a basket on one arm with orange juice and bell peppers and butter and Parmesan cheese, right? So I'm carrying the chicken like this, clearly like a dumbass. I didn't know ahead of time that this is the dumbass way to carry chicken. So I'm carrying it and I'm headed towards the checkout. And I was like, wait, let me go just double check and make sure they don't have popcorn chicken yet, because if they do, I'll just get both. And I'm walking back, and as I'm walking, surrounded by people, literally the ass falls out of the box and all the chicken hits the floor. And I'm holding a box like this with no chicken in it because it's all at my feet. And I'm like, not quite sure what to do. Do I start kicking chicken around? Like kicking chicken. Do I start kicking it out of the way so people aren't going to step on it? Do I put the box down and run like it didn't happen? Like, what do I do? So I take the box. I'm very close to the fried chicken section of Publix. I don't know what to call that. Like where all the hot food is, right? Hot food section, fried chicken section, whatever. So I walk over there. There's a guy behind the little thingy-majiggy scooping up some macaroni and cheese and some collards and some whatever. There's a line of people. And I was like, hey, excuse me, just real quick. Just slide in here just real quick. And I slid into the front and I put the thing up on the top. And I said, hey, hey, your box broke and there's chicken everywhere. And he looked at me and I looked at him and I was like, okay. And I grabbed another chicken and I held it like this instead. And I turned around and walked away. I didn't know what I was supposed to do. So I'm going towards the checkout thing, and this lady is walking up to get the fried chicken. I was like, no, ma'am. At no point in time should you lift it by the handle. Hold it by the butt. Hold it by the butt. Don't lift it by the handle. And she just looked at me like I was stupid. And I was like, no. It's because the ass will fall out and the chicken will be on the ground, and then you'll be left holding just an empty box, and you're going to look stupid and feel stupid. I'm saving you. You're welcome. So she picked it up by the butt and by the handle, put it in her cart, right? I get towards the front, and there's this Publix manager or whatever standing there. I don't know if he's a manager or whatever, but he had like a name tag and a button up, so I assumed he was like big. And I was like, hey, sir, I don't know who to tell, so I'm going to tell you, but you have a whole lot of chicken in the middle of the aisle over there. I was like, I don't know what happened, and I just kept going. But I let him know there was chicken in the aisle, so he could go clean it up. But then I like hauled my ass to the checkout thing and then left. And I was like, ooh, I don't know what happened over there, because I was wearing this. I was like, I don't even know. There's some chicken over there. I don't know who did it. Somebody did that. Clean up on aisle 4, as Linda says. Yeah. So that was the fun part of Publix. Now I know. So when I get to the checkout thing, I put the chicken on the conveyor belt, and there's a lady in front of me talking to the lady who's doing the ringing, right? The register person. I can't think of any words today. So she's still talking to her. At the same time, she goes to pick up the thing to lift it and scan it across. And I was like, no, like just fully interrupted their conversation. I was like, you can't, it'll go everywhere. The ass will fall out. And she's looking at me. She's probably like 70 something years old. She's looking at me like, ma'am, you said ass in my checkout lane. And I was like, no. You have to just slow scan it and then somehow slide it into a bag. You can't lift it. The second you do, whoosh, chicken everywhere. And then we're both out of luck because there's no more chicken left. So she swooshed it, and then she slid the bag underneath it, and then she did it, and she's like, here. And I was like, thanks. Chicken was saved. So that's the Publix chicken story, in case anybody was curious. But now you know when you go to Publix, hold it by the butt. Don't think that the handle's going to do anything, because then you're standing in a pool of chicken. Okay, so there's that. That is all. What do we have over here? Cricket Day says you need to stream in real life. Oh, y'all, can you imagine if I Truman showed myself like just 24 hours of whatever the basket case thing is going on over here? We'd all be alcoholics, just so we're all fully aware, because we'd egg each other on, and it would not end well for anybody. So cashier, that is the name. Thank you, Rainy Days, cashier. I've been said cashier numerous times in life. I don't know why the word has just flitted out of my head. So my mom, if you're still in here, my mother is moving here in September. She has informed me that she doesn't really want to see me. She just wants to be closer to the beach. So I guess there's that. The rocking chair that was mine when I was a baby is going to stay in the family. It's going to my sister-in-law's nephew. How does this work? My sister-in-law's niece's son. Great nephew? Is that how that works? I feel like we're too young to have the word great in front of anything. I mean, I'm great, but like I meant like great aunt, great grandmother, great any of that stuff. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know what to call her. I don't know what it is when you're the aunt and your niece has had a baby. You're the great aunt, right? I feel like that's correct. Anyway, hi Maria. So she's gonna give it to them, and that makes me happy. It stays in the family. The kid and I were talking about it in the car yesterday on the way to Gulf Shores. I was like, hey, child, remember that rocking chair that you sat in a couple times when you were little? And that's kind of what you said, Mom. My mom's going, that's not what I said. No, that's pretty much what you said. I'm not going to be all up your butt. I'll just see you when I see you. Along those lines, which is fine. So I asked the kid, I said, should we keep it for when you have kids? And she's like, no. I was like, okay, cool. I don't know what the face was. Either you want to have kids or you don't, but I don't want you to feel like you got to go knock one out just because we have a rocker over here just waiting for a baby to sit in it. So we're good. So the rocker's going to go to my sister-in-law's niece's son. No relation to me. I don't even know what to call it. So it is great aunt. That's what I thought. Okay, so that's what I figured it was. So that's that. My daughter is super excited because my mom is going to take her bed and her dresser. Side note, we talked about this already. She's going to get her bed and her dresser. My child has figured out this is the best way to get a new room redo. Now she wants a twin bed, but she wants it like, I called it Japanese style. First I called it homeless style because she showed me a mattress on pallets. And I was like, ma'am, hello, we can afford a box spring. Like, what are you doing? She's like, no, but it looks cool. And I'm like, it looks like you're homeless. No, you're not going to have pallets. Where do you get pallets? Number one, I got to go to the back of Publix and be like, hey, listen, because of that chicken fiasco, you owe me some pallets. And then just take the pallets and bring them to the apartment and put a mattress on it. No. So she was like, no, like this. And she shows me a picture and I'm like, oh, like Japanese style, because in Japan, and when you see these in the movies, they platform bed. So it's like a flat thing and then the mattress on it. And you just like fall into it. It looks weird to me. I know it's not, but it looks weird. I'm like, but then you have all this space up here. What are you going to do up here? Now that everything is literally on the ground, you could just crawl into your bed from like, that's weird to me. I like regular beds. At first she wanted a day bed. Now she wants a pallet bed. She wants a tall dresser now instead of her wide dresser. Oh, look. Again, her dad is amazing because even though he's got that shoulder issue thing going on, which now he's taking the anti-inflammatory drugs for, and doing his own physical therapy at home thanks to YouTube, he willingly put up LED lights all around the ceiling. I was gonna do it. I stood up I got up on like the 3-tier thingy and I went like this. And the second I went like this and my head tilted back, my body said, I got dizzy like immediately. He's like, nope, get the hell down. He's like, I'll do it. And I was like, well, you could just hold my butt and hold me in place and I won't pass out and fall down. Or you can get up there and do this and then, be walking around like you're having a heart attack again, holding your shoulder. He did that instead. He decided that was going to be the way to go. So he put up the LEDs all around the ceiling. And they look so good because she can control them with her cell phone, with an app on it. And she changes the colors. And she found this one that it flashes while you talk. So even if I was in the hallway having a conversation with her, the lights, I was like, this is what a rave looks like, child. All you need to do is make that noise. I don't know how to make the rave noise. I'm not even going to attempt it. It'd be really stupid, so I'm not doing it. But I was like, it's like you're being in a rave minus, ecstasy and drugs and inappropriateness. So that's cool. She likes that. And what else has happened? Oh, my mom, when she's here, I asked her, I said, will you hang out with the kid over our anniversary? Because I think the man and I are going to go back to Gulf Shores for just a couple of days for he and I, because, we can. And it would be fun. And it's like a 2-hour drive. It's not like we're trying to travel across the country or something. Since we didn't travel at all this summer, the only thing we've done is gone to Georgia and back. We haven't done anything. So the kid wanted to go to New York and I was like, not happening. Way too expensive and volatile this summer. Not doing it, and hot as hell. So he and I are going to take probably 2 or 3 days in September and go back to Gulf Shores to hang out for our anniversary. It'll be fun. Mm-hmm. Yeah, boots and cats. That's the sound. But no, it's like I'm not going to do it. I can hear it in my head, but I already know whatever comes out here is going to be so incredibly wrong that it's going to end horribly. So I'm not even going to attempt it. Nope, not doing it. I'm thinking about it and I can't bring myself to do it. But like the rave sound, the party sound. But her room, she's going to love it by the time school starts. At least that's the plan. So that's it. I'm making myself sweat. That's what happens when I stand here and run my mouth in the kitchen. I get all like hot and whatnot, and now I got like sweaty boobs, which is always fun. Ugh. Have you ever been to a laser light show? Technically, yes, but also technically I can't handle it anymore. I feel like I'm gonna have some sort of weird seizure, like the flashing lights annoys the crap out of me and gives me an immediate headache. So when they're on TV, I'm holding my hand up like this to block it. If it's in the movies, I'm doing this. The kid tells me when it's safe. Her room, she'll put it on like just a static, steady light because I can't do it at all. Let's see. Kenny says, I sleep on a temporary air mattress, but I like it so much I haven't bought a regular one. We have an air mattress. She likes it too. She likes the futon that's in our office, which is like where guests and stuff sleep. So she likes that. We got a new mattress when my sister-in-law and brother-in-law were here. We got one of the ones from Sam's Club, the Members Mark brand or the Hotel brand. I don't remember what brand it was. It's a $400 freaking mattress, but it's like a medium firm and it's the rolled up kind. So you unroll it and then it like inflates. And they loved it. The kid's like, I don't like this. She likes a little bit harder mattress, I think. I'm not quite sure. So Ma, hopefully you like it, but she doesn't like it. So now she wants to go with more of a twin size bed and a harder mattress. And it was a day bed. Now it's a pallet bed. I don't know what's going to be. So I'm sure she'll change her mind again before it's all said and done. But the deal on the mattress at Sam's Club is really good. It's just she doesn't really like that one anymore. Let's see what's happening here. Need ST in 4GT350 or live stream with her lead foot. Yes, yes, I would love to go driving again. Man, I miss having a manual and whipping it around corners and up hills. It's straight roads here, Carly. It sucks. There's nowhere fun to go drive. Let's see. What's happening? I slept on a banana chair for 6 months. Is that like a hammock? A banana chair is a hammock? I can't do hammocks. My mom's friend Dina had one in her backyard when I was little, and I would always go to try to climb in it, but as soon as it started swaying, I was like, nope, I'm done with this, and I'd get out or fall out. There's no, ladylike way to get out of a hammock. It doesn't really work. At least not a banana hammock. We saw a guy here on the beach one day in a banana hammock. He was old. I think I showed you guys. It was green. It's etched in here for the rest of my life, unfortunately, so there's that too. Let's see what else we got. Y'all, I got nothing. I still got to cook dinner. I swear there was something else I wanted to tell you, and now I can't think of what it is to save my life. But, oh, that's what it was. So, we talked about make the chili stuff, right? And then out of nowhere, I see like all these celebrities have literally died in like the last week. Shelley Duvall, who I know her from The Shining. I loved her in The Shining. Made me hate Jack Nicholson for a minute, but I loved her in The Shining. I loved her as... what's this from Popeye? What's her name? Come on now, brain. Something Pete. No, what's her name in Popeye? Gah, y'all, somebody here knows. What's her name in Popeye? She was with Robin Williams and she was Olive Oil. Haha, she is the olive oil. Okay, so I saw this thing with her and him and it said reunited and it put angel wings on them because, Robin Williams unfortunately took his life years ago because you just never know who's dealing with what. Like, always happy, always whatever, and then you never would have known he was dealing with severe depression and took his life. Then you have Shelley Duvall. I don't think they've said what she died from or how she died, but now they're reunited, right? Then you have Shannon Doherty. Yeah, Doherty, I can't say her name, but Brenda Walsh from 90210. Growing up, I watched her as Brenda Walsh on 90210, and then as, was she Prue? No, what was her name? Prue? I remember her name on, Ma, you used to watch the show with the three sisters. And what's it called? Like witches. There were witches. What's it called? Come on now. I hate it when my brain forgets the brain. What's it called? Ma, come back. Tell me what the answer is. Charmed. Thank you. See? Yeah, Prue or whatever her name was on Charmed. But she got kicked off both shows because she had like attitude or whatever, right? Well, then she was diagnosed with breast cancer. I don't remember how many years ago, diagnosed with breast cancer, thought it was working, had, the chemo and everything else. And then she came out like a month or two ago that it had moved to her bones and her brain. So she passed away. Now she's with Luke Perry, who was her love interest in 90210 because he died last year or the year before. He played, what was his name in 90210? Dylan. I think it was Dylan in 90210. So now those two are back together. Then you had Richard Simmons passed away at 76 or 75. Shelley Duvall was 76 or 75. Shannon Doherty was only 53. So Richard Simmons passed away. And it was interesting timing, which is shitty timing. It's never a good thing. But it's at the same time where Pauly Shore is trying to make this biopic. I don't know how you're supposed to... Biopic. What is the word? It always sounds stupid, whatever it is. He was trying to play him in a movie, and Richard Simmons didn't want him to at all, had no interest in it, was going to sue, and Pauly Shore was like, screw you, I'm going to do it anyway. Curious if that's still going to happen or not. And then, what's her name? Dr. Ruth. When I tell y'all that as a teenager, seeing this old woman talking about twigs and berries and meat and potatoes and tacos, we're throwing out all the words besides the real words and the things, and watching her do her little hand gestures of how things work and what to do with what, I was like, does she know this is disturbing? This is having your great grandma tell you how to do it. Like, why is this what we're doing? It was the weirdest thing in the world to me, and yet she was severely popular. She passed away 93, I think. Yeah, at 93. So Shannon Doherty, Shelley Duvall, Richard Simmons, and Ruth. What's her name? Ruth. Starts with an M, right? I just know Dr. Ruth. I can't ever think of her last name. Ruth Weissheimer? Somebody said it earlier. Weissheimer, however you say it. They all passed away within like a week of each other. And there's been more and there will be more and it all sucks, right? Like every time you see it, it sucks. But Dr. Ruth, I wasn't expecting. Honestly, I didn't even know she was still alive. I thought she was old as dirt when I was little, right? I thought she was really old when I was little and having sex talk, which was, again, weird. But at 93, I assume she fell asleep. She like went past in her sleep maybe, but I don't know. I didn't see how she died. But either way, it just sucks. That's a lot of people in a 7-day time frame to have passed away. So this is one of those things of make the chili. Because again, you just never know. And like you guys said in the comment section of the last video, a lot of you were talking about how you didn't make the chili and it's too late, or thank goodness you made the chili because of whatever. And I think we all got to remember, hey, true crime knitter, welcome to part of the tribe. Love having you here. Thank you for supporting the channel. Love you. See, Danielle said, I thought Dr. Ruth was long gone. So did I. She just, went into the shadows somewhere. I feel like at 90 something, it might've been a little harder for her to show how to put a condom on a banana. That's all I got. I don't know. That's disturbing to think about no matter what. Either way. Whew, y'all, I love y'all immensely. I'm glad you're hanging out with me. I don't really have much else. I mean, I always have something I could run my mouth about, but I think I talked about all the things I was holding in to talk to you guys about. And we didn't cry today, so hey, there's that. Anything else? I feel like there's something else besides the Publix chicken, but if I remember, I guess I'll just make a video tomorrow because I can't remember right now. I feel like there's more, but I don't know. Dinner is spaghetti, Meredith, making spaghetti and garlic toast and salad. And then, yeah, that's all I got. I got nothing else. I know there's more, but I can't think of what it is. So guess we're going to say goodnight then, and I'm going to start cooking. I got to chop up the onions and the bell peppers, and I got to preheat the oven. I got to get the ground beef going, make the noodles, smush it all together. Oh, I've started doing this thing now where I add ricotta cheese at the end. Hey, Tiana, what's up? He said, oi, he's in here. He's staying for dinner, right, Tiana? Yes. So I do this thing now where I make the spaghetti and then I just put a dollop of, not Daisy, but a dollop of ricotta cheese on top. So good. It's like deconstructed lasagna, but without lasagna noodles or whatever. But it's so good. I love it. Anyway, okay. I love y'all immensely. I'm going to let you guys go about your evening now. I'm going to go cook dinner and feed the family and friend. And I will see you guys when I see you. Thank you for being amazing. You guys mean the world to me. And I hope you know it. And if nobody else has told you today, you're amazing. And I love you. Okay. Good night to everybody. See you next time.